I'm actually kind of excited about Goblins in the Devoted Druid meta, where this version is playing Cursetosser, Munitions Expert, and Azog. Should just be playing a ton of creature removal plus Taster of Wares. So I think I want to switch over to that. So I decided to go full value for the Ritual Goblin shell. We played a few different Ritual Goblin shells. We've actually done pretty well over a few different versions. We played no combo, we played Grimgully, we played Snoop. I decided to try no combo for the first draft just so we can play all of the new cards, as many copies as possible. We're playing Azog, Moria's Ruin. Enters, destroy any creature. Its controller amasses Goblin X, where X is that creature's power, and if you control the creature, you draw a card. And then Bolg's Company, which lets you sack a Goblin for 2 red mana. So it's kind of like maybe you could think of a secondary Aether Vial in the way that it's letting you chain a bunch of spells together on the same turn. This is very much a just kind of see how good these cards are kind of league. This hand needs to draw a land. Although I guess the Bolg's Company can be mana. We also have 2. Yeah, we got to keep this. It's just 2 of the new cards too. My opponent's on a mold to 6. They're on the mold to 5. Oh, Wonder was the new elf. Okay, see. I don't know. I think as cool as the new elf is, and I think the new elf is very cool. It has the same problem as like Affinity has, or sorry, it's not Affinity. Infect has. It's just worse than other archetypes or other decks that are the same archetype. Oh, rough. I mean, they did mold a 5 to find this Thoughtseize. They're not immediately taking my Vial, which is maybe they have an answer to it. Maybe they're a Vial hater. Maybe they're just reading the new cards. So double Bolg's Company, Nightmare is infinite, but it doesn't actually win. It's not infinite because you have to sack to Bolg and you have to sack to the Nightmare, right? So you're not netting a creature each time to continue to sack, right? Yeah, we'll keep a land. What are they doing? They're playing Necro? I think I just want to play another Birthing Ritual so I can just play 2 Goblins next turn. So if they have, although I guess that playing the second Goblin's a little bit dicey against Force of Despair. Goblin's got a 3-drop Lord in the Hobbit set. Did it? I mean, I looked at all of the new Goblins and I talked about the ones I thought were relevant. Usually 3-mana Lords aren't very interesting. Yeah, we'll play one of these. Okay, so I guess what we could do here. Okay. I guess we play Munitions Expert first. It's a weird game. We need 1-mana Lords. 1-mana Lords would be awesome. I guess they're never killing Munitions Expert over the Company. But if they have Flare of Despair, Force of Despair, yeah, I can go let this resolve, and then I can play Munitions Expert. It's a lot of work here, but it's very worth it with double Ritual Trigger. So we could Grub, we could get something back. We could Taster of Wares to take one of the 2 cards in their hand. Yeah, I think I'll go for Taster, make them discard a card. Could easily be an instant or sorcery for me to take. And then we could also get a second Taster of Wares to just take their last card too. Not that it seems like their last card's probably great. It was a Boggart Trawler, which we can't play. It's kind of funny that that's a Goblin though. Do I want to grab a Bolg's Company and put it into play? I guess. Very weird game we're playing right now. When it passes the turn, I draw a Trawler. So I think I'm going to go cast Azog. Target my company. And I do this now so that if they kill the Azog in response, I can sack it to cast the Trawler. Instead, they just kill my Azog's company. Okay. Two ritual triggers. We find a Sling-Gang, which is gotta be the best thing here. Although I guess we could also get. I mean, Grub is gonna be good, but let's Sling-Gang. And then Taster of Wares, just take their last card from the hand. Their last card was a Soul Spike. They find the Necro. I guess it's good that we took the Soul Spike just now. Huh, so this does let me Soul Spike from hand. Which I think I want to try to do that. Like they're not going to play around it, I would guess. They may like if they have Shieldred, they may just not realize this and I can Soul Spike for a bunch. Well, if they kill this with like a March, then maybe. Yeah. Okay, I guess let's just play Azog and try to draw a Goblin off the draw here. Need to have a Goblin with mana value in play. Okay, we did draw the black card. Oh, but I don't control the Taster of Wares anymore. Okay, so we'll look at their hand again, and we'll take the best of their three cards. They have a Fatal Push. They have a Bowmaster. I guess Bowmaster is better than Fatal Push here. And I suppose we'll just take the push. I think that's my last Taster of Wares. Fatal Push is online, so maybe we could push like a Shieldred. They have no cards in their hand. They've got 12 life points. It's a fun game. What was the thought process of putting Jund Goblins together? We've been working on this Jund birthing. All the Goblins have good ETB or dice triggers, and you want to chain them with. You have to play Birthing Ritual to play them, and they are good with Birthing Ritual. And I wanted to just max out on the new Goblins. Okay, I can't Fatal Push because I don't have Revolt. I wanted to max out on the new Goblins, which meant building the deck this way. And you can play combos in here too, but I had a hard time fitting Grim Gully or Snoop in, so we just went full combo. So opponent goes down to 7 life. Ritual Grid and Vial. Yeah, it's better than Vial, but you also want to play Vial too. Vial's also very good in this deck. I did lose my Fatal Push. So hopefully I can find another Sling-Gang. We do find another Sling-Gang. Although maybe I want to... No, I think I just have to put the Sling-Gang in there. Okay, and then I guess we can upgrade one of these into a Cursetosser, which I can sacrifice to kill the Bowmaster. Discipline delay from opponent. I'm going to say it was just really bad to hold there and take extra damage when they are struggling with the Necro out there. Okay, so they can pay a maximum of 2 life as long as this is in play. Have we done a humans deck? Wonder if there's been upgrades. So I have a humans deck. It's really just a bunch of legendary human creatures that plays the human mana base. Like Champion of the Parish and Thoughtseize Lieutenant are not playable. Like those cards, just the power level's not there anymore. But you can still play this, like it's built around Basim, Satoro, Relic of Legends, Reki, Arbozmir, Sora, MH3 Sora, and you play Guide of Souls, you play Mox Amber. The deck is actually pretty good, I think, but nothing too crazy. Would Anti-Snitch be a card for recurring ritual trigger? I guess I could read Anti-Snitch, but I don't know that one off the top of my head, I guess. So we have 5 goblins in play. which means that if I find a Munitions Expert, it's going to be enough to kill the Shieldred. I find another copy of Sling-Gang. I feel like I haven't seen... Wait, I have Mogg War Marshal in here, right? Okay, yeah, I'm like, literally where are my Mogg War Marshals? I don't know that I've like even seen a single one on any of the triggers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I can get Mogg War Marshal, I can just do 9. That seems like that should be good. When it gains 5 life with Witherbloom Charmaw. So this will let them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm 1 short right now. So they're gonna pay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah. I guess they can pay 4. What? No, 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 no. Wait, what? What happened, opponent? You knew not to do this. You knew not to do this like a turn ago. It was just like a turn ago you knew this couldn't work. What? How did you forget that I can kill you 9 times in response to anything here? Surely like 5 was way better. If you wanted to gain life in response, going to like 5 or something. But like it's so weird. They played around it literally last turn. Shieldred's Edict? Okay, resolves. What are we doing here? What are we doing? They probably hope to rip some soul spike. It's not really something that makes a lot of sense. They just die in response to like any number of things. Yeah, sorry, I should have sacked the Trawler for the second Sling-Gang for sure. So weird. Okay, so Chomping Changeling to kill Necro is pretty nice. The Cursetossers, they never killed Dothy Voidwalker. Let's maybe play 1. I mean, just having 1 mana goblins is also kind of nice. The company seemed kind of bad this game. Vexing Bauble is pretty good against them. I think we're gonna play like we have the Azog for creature removal. That should be like the main one. Yeah, let's do something like this. So we're on the draw for game 2. Good enough to keep. Plays a Bloodstained Mire. I like drawing a Thoughtseize. Okay, they keep their card on top. Illness in the ranks. It's pretty good against me, I guess. I do have a couple Chomping Changelings in the deck. Okay, so we'll take the Necro. Even with the Vexing Bauble in play. It's funny that they've got Shieldred's Edict and I've got the Mogg War Marshal. Although I guess the Illness in the Ranks helps them clean that up pretty good. Do you think he has a place in Legendary Humans? Not really. I think that you're already just playing so much card advantage. I wouldn't play Key probably over any card advantage in that deck. They draw another Necro, really? No, just playing the Trawler. Oh my gosh, sorry. Today's been too long. I obviously I meant to cast the Birthing Ritual and Vial in the Mogg War Marshal. Sorry about that. So the hand is Shieldred's Edict, Soul Spike, Shieldred. I guess I clicked the Necro instead of the Shieldred off. And a mystery card. If that mystery card is a Shieldred, they can caster, which I think it probably is if they played the Trawler last turn. I guess we can pay our opponent back for the gift last turn. They do not attack. And they miss their land drop. Okay. All right, well, very embarrassing. I am going to pay Echo. I'm going to pay. I'll take this up. I get a basic. Gonna cast the Birthing Ritual. And we may see them Shieldred's Edict to deny any interest the battlefield trigger. I think I want to like kind of make them Edict here. So I'm like not violate the Trawler yet. Okay, so they have a Fatal Push. So if I violin the Trawler here, my opponent is they're just going to get to use the 2 mana from the Shieldred's Edict really effectively. So it seems better to just wait. So their hand is Shieldred's Edict, Shieldred, Soul Spike, Mystery card. And they decide not to play the Shieldred. Maybe they're playing around Azog. I'm going to go ahead and violin the Trawler. Even though I know they've got the Edict. Yeah, they've got illness in the ranks over there. Draw another copy of Birthing Ritual. Let's go ahead and sack the Vexing Bauble. See if we can find another Goblin to actually get to play something off of the Birthing Ritual this turn. This is like, I think it's mostly good against Brood Scale. It's okay against energy too. Okay, we do find something. Good name, Goblin, of course. Gonna attack first. And Affinity. Yeah. It's fine against Boris, fine against Brood Scale. I'd say it's like probably, I thought it was like really good against Brood Scale, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I think you almost never want to play more than one copy. It's okay against Quarry Steel Cutter too. They do get to still keep a creature, which is kind of awkward. All right, let's go ahead and let's get Chomping Changeling first. And then if I taste her wares, they're just gonna get me yeah, the taster's not gonna be too good. Let's just upgrade this into Sling-Gang, I think. It's sneaky good versus Eldrazi, Chrysalis, Fleshraker, K Command Rumble. I don't know. I mean, if they're playing Chrysalis, sure, but generally I'm not too excited about having a card that says you can't use one mode on your command. Like that just isn't worth the mana to me. Okay, so nice. We get to. I guess we no we cast this main phase. We could vial it in. We wouldn't cast it main phase because if we find Grub off the Birthing Ritual, we wouldn't be able to vial in a 3-drop. Sorry, did they just never have Shieldred and I imagined it because of the edicts? Missed a drain. Oh yeah, sorry, I did miss a drain there. Pivoting into Goblins is it's always a little weird. Okay, so yeah, let's go grab Grub. This is one of my favorite plays with this deck. You go grab Grub, and then you grab Taster of Wares, and then we can vial in the Taster of Wares in their draw step to just take whatever card they draw. I guess I don't want any of those. Okay, so we got another Soul Spike out of the hand. Not like, I guess that card was not doing too much anyways. I think what you're missing is it doesn't make Kozilek's Command back card. It doesn't make Ugin Devourer worse because Command ramp mode. I'm not. I don't think I'm missing that. I understand that dynamic. I totally understand. It's just sad. Is all I'm saying. And like and also like when you like play your cyber card, you spend time deploying this like this it does just take time. It just takes time away from you when you have spent a card and a mana to deploy something like this. It's not like the most ever, but it's it's not like a ley it's not like it's like a ley line that just goes into play and is free. Yeah, the Grub has Menace, they can't block it. I think yeah, this doesn't have Menace, they could block the Taster if they wanted. Like I'm just not gonna board an Illness in the Ranks against Tron. But if I was playing against like a glaring Fleshraker deck, glaring Fleshraker Writhing Chrysalis, then sure. Okay, so let's go sacrifice this Taster into a Mogg War Marshal. And then okay, so I'm thinking too long. We'll just kill them with the Sling-Gang. Nice. This deck is very, very fun to play. I feel like we almost always get paired against Necro too when we play it, and that is a fun matchup. Although this hand could be that hand, but we just don't have the red source. Gonna have to mulligan. Okay, I believe in Aether Vial. One of Phyrexian Tower here. Yeah, Azog helps in a lot. Helps the goblins fight a lot of things. You usually have a hard time, and it helps you be like a more cohesive removal deck. Damn. They didn't have prismatic ending until someone in chat said no pending, no pending. That's when it was teleported to their hand here. You think about Head of the Hunt and Dimir flash builds? I think I'm kind of interested in like the Think Twice variant in Dimir Flash, even though it's kind of boring. This is 4/3. If a creature opponent controls dies, exile instead. Make a wolf. I think this card's pretty slow. Not in love with it. They tapped in a way that they couldn't draw Ephemerate, but they do have Consign. Land? Not super happy with this. They also get a 4-power Goblin too. We needed our Aether Vial to live. Just doing a little bit of light reading. Okay, found a land. I cast Taster of Wares this turn. Does the main deck Consign mean this is more likely to be Goryo's than Blink? I guess maybe it's more likely to be Blink to like combo with Felia. Duel with the 4 months. Thank you. Welcome back. So they evoke a Solitude. I guess if they have an Ephemerate, they can stop me from taking a card here. They do. I think I'm going to go to game. Well, yeah, I don't know. It seems so tough to win this game, but it is possible here. Yeah, Goryo sometimes plays Consign just to scam. They exiled March. I feel like March is more of a Goryo's card than a Blink card. They got a Riddler to warp next turn. Okay, I think we'll move it on to game 2 here since we're so late in the day. The Ghost Vacuums seem kind of interesting if they're Blink or Goryo's. I'm gonna cut the Cursetossers for Thoughtseizes for sure. I think I'm gonna go down. Let's go down 2 Munitions Experts since the Azog is just gonna carry most of our removal and play 2 Ghost Vacuums instead of 3. Or maybe what kind of Bolgs? I'll say so far I'm really not liking the Bolgs companies in this shell. Maybe we could be looking more of like a Cauldron Goblins version, but not loving it. Bauble, we're not too weak to Solitude. I don't think you want to play Bauble against them. Okay, well now we have a second Aether Vial to fight Prismatic Ending. I think you do have to keep this. Been liking Magus of the Moon and my Goblins list over Charmaw. I know it's 3-color deck. You have a lot of ways around the Magus lock. Do I have a lot of ways? Maybe I have some ways. I think in the third colors, you probably just need to play Charmaw. Charmaw's also just really good against Tron. Not playing Snoop is wild. So I said this. You probably should be playing Snoop or something, but this is day 1 testing, and a big part of day 1 testing is just like seeing as many of the new cards as possible. And part of this is just like is playing the more value focused version so we can just see how cohesive things are. But I think immediately I don't like the 2-drop too much, so I think it's maybe just Azog is going to be like the upgrade for this version, and then we'll go back to playing the Snoop build, which is probably going to end up being better. Since Bolgs don't fit so good, we better to board them out and keep Munitions Experts in. Maybe. I feel like this is more of a Bolgs matchup in general, and it would be nice to see more of the card, right, since we're trying to figure that out still. I play Hierarch over Bolg. So how do you know that? How do you know you don't play Bolg yet? I guess, but I mean, maybe it's just already, but maybe you already knew it was bad. But you can play Hierarch. I do think I probably agree that going back to being a combo deck is where we're gonna want to go. If I draw, yeah, I guess if I drew a black source, I think I was gonna cast Thoughtseize over the Mogg War Marshal, but I don't like Snoop at all. But that's just me. I think that you need the combo for speed, but I wanted to start here just to see the new cards more often. Have I sketched Azog and Crypt of Agadim? I guess I didn't think about it a lot there, but it might just be good in Crypt of Agadim. Yeah, it's a pretty unique effect. Seems like it'd be good in the Nightmare build for sure. I'll put that on the list. Okay, tough. This is probably a good stopping point for today. Sorry for the Goblin fans, but I do think like the 2-drop just looks so bad. Yeah, I think Azog looked good, Skyclave looked bad, so possibly we can return to the Goblin shell, but possibly we just want to play Azog in Crypt of Agadim. I think there's a few different ways we can get creative, but this card did not play like I was hoping it would at all. Okay, so that's gonna be it for me today. I will be back tomorrow. We don't have a lot left from like this first wave of decks. I do want to play some more Key to the Side Door, and I have like 5 or 6 more decks.